She has sold millions of records, 11 Grammys, traveled the world in an incredible career spanning 4 decades. But now the legendary singer is facing a new and far more daunting challenge. Linda Ronstadt was the woman who could fill arenas with that luminous voice, racking up hit upon hit.
Somewhere out there.
In all, Ronstadt, one of 4 children born and raised in Arizona, made some 30 albums, scoring 11 Grammy Awards and a slew of Tony and Golden Globe nominations in the process, and making her one of the most sought-after artists with whom to record duets. In 2009, Ronstadt retired from performing, and this past summer she announced she has Parkinson's disease. The condition means she's unable to do what she's always loved. Now, says the 67-year-old, singing is a thing of the past. I am enjoying talking to this woman right now. We are thrilled to welcome the one and only Linda Ronstadt. Yes! She has just written, it is a beautiful book, Simple Dreams, a musical memoir, which chronicles her life and times during rock's heyday. Hey there. How are you? How's the day going? Yeah?
Pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's when you walked in this room, this studio, it just lit up. I'm almost through your book. It's beautifully written, as I said, and the way you talk about your siblings, your mother, music was just always a part of your house.
Music was there. You know, I always say that we are, in this era, we delegate music and dancing to professionals, and it's a shame. We should all be doing our own singing, our own dancing. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to perform on the stage. We have music to, to process our feelings and to help us work our lives out and help us with something that's a hard task to do. Yeah. And everybody should have their own music.
And yes, and it is your own music, whether it's in the shower or whatnot, and it's a soundtrack of our lives.
If nothing else, get in a choir. I preach choirs. I think they're so important.
Oh, I bet you do. Why now? Why did you decide to write this book now?
Well, I got a call from a publishing company. They said they didn't have to have a kiss and tell book. I said, fine, I'm your girl. I never thought about writing. I didn't keep a diary. I never kept a journal. But I thought that if I could get my story down, and a lot of other people had written about me, about how I felt and what I thought and what I did, and so much of it was inaccurate. I thought, well, I want to have the last word.
And Simple Dreams. I mean, your life was anything but simple, but yet I love the title of it.
Well, the dream was fairly simple. I wanted to sing. When I was a little girl, I didn't want to be famous. I didn't want to be a star. I didn't think of any of that stuff. I just wanted to sing. I loved to sing, and I wanted to have a job singing, so I didn't have to have a job doing something else, and I could spend all my time singing. Because in order to get good, you really have to spend 6 or 8 hours a day doing it. I mean, honestly, if you're a cello player or a violin player or a singer, you have to spend hours and hours and hours and hours, day after day, year after year. It took me about 10 years to learn to sing, even after I was a professional.
It took you 10 years to sing?
It took me 10 years till I felt like I really had some control of my instrument, and I could, deliberately do what I wanted to do.
Well, I think about what it must have been like for you, and you wrote about it, in the heyday in L.A., and the different artists that you
Well, they were just my friends, and they weren't famous. Nobody knew who they were at that point. They were just people we all hung out with, And they turned out to be all these great writers, like Jackson Browne is just an incredible songwriter, J.D. Souther, Warren Zevon, they were just
James Taylor, just hanging out, they
were just buddies,
just jamming like that. But I love how you talk about them. And one thing that is not in the book, and people have to realize, you don't talk about Parkinson's disease because you didn't find out until you were doing the acknowledgments.
Yeah, I didn't have a confirmed diagnosis. I was kind of working on the acknowledgments, and I went to a neurologist and said, I think you have this. But he actually said it to me in a way where I said, he knows I have this, But they can't tell you. They have to wait for 6 months to confirm it.
And how is life for you now?
Well, it's different. It's a very different process. But, you just figure someone's going to get you. I'm 67, that I got this far. I think I'm lucky. And I've had a good long life, and someone's going to get you.
And you've added such richness to all of our lives, Linda, and thinking of your music. What do you think your message is now, where you are in your life, and people picking up and reading about your life story?
Well, I think, I always say when young singers come to ask me what to do, I say be prepared, read as widely as you can, go to museums, look at visual art, look at every kind of art, listen to every different kind of music, because everything you listen to, everything you see, everything you hear is going to affect what your art is.
I just can't help. We're just sitting here. We've been looking and listening to you all morning long. Oh, the midnight special. that takes us back. Linda, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It's a beautiful read, and it's your story, and you've told it so incredibly well, and it's still.
Put it in my bed on my laptop.
Well, we wish you all the very best going forward, and you're always welcomed here. Linda's memoir, Simple Dreams, available in stores right now. Great to see you. Time for a final check of the weather. Let's go back out to Sam in